No, good day viewers all. I'm going to repair this radiogram here. Here's one I got the record player working. Stereo. It's a stereogram this one. HMV, his master's voice, stereogram. Got this on nice and fed up for him. We cleaned it and everything, so it all works well, but the motor bottom bearing has to be completely washed out with turpentine. Because I played about 10 times. I played about 10 times and the motor started seizing up again, so it has to be properly stripped down and cleaned and re-greased for the start again. So that's one thing I got to work on. And a couple of paper wax capacitors are replaced, because underneath this little cabinet there's some breather holes from convection. When the valves warm up, convection draws air through those holes and naturally cools the chassis down. Convection cooled this one. Of course those holes, mice fit through there and chew things. This was original owner that had this. Must have had a little bit of a mouse problem. And yeah, the odd mouse got in here and started eating some of the paper wax capacitors. Bloody buggers. It's a model, let's say it's not even half a label's missing. Might have to reprint that if I could track it down and not just get one of those little P-touch labelers and just make a new label for the model number. Model N3 something. Have to do some googling and trace that down. HMV operates at 240 volts, we know that. 50 cycles per second. 62, so it's before the Hertz era. So we'll have to. And what I did before, I've already cleaned inside here. That's already been cleaned and dusted. So yeah, look forward to some restoration videos on the chassis and this thing. It does work quite well, but with paper wax capacitors that are half been nibbled at by mice, yeah, it's just not. I want the longevity and some of the soldering work. I think that someone's actually might have been the previous owner, the original owners of this unit. They must have got it repaired quite some time ago, from what I can guess in the 80s or the late 1970s, because of the rectifier diodes that they've been replaced with. They're really vintage type of early silicon diodes, like N3-4Ys, but before they came out. They're not selenium or germanium, they're definitely early silicon diodes. So when they were replaced under the original rectifier, which must have failed originally in this, and they've done a pretty poor job of soldering those, so yeah, got some corrective work to do on this thing, but it'll work like new when I'm finished with it. Should be working a lot better. So I'll get my little workbench set up in the next couple of days when I get a chance, so we'll do some restoration videos on this device. It does work quite well though, the phonograph, so does the radio, but for ultimate reliability, those paper wax capacitors are definitely going to have to be replaced. Especially after seeing the state that they are in. I'm surprised it still works alright. Yeah, wait till I show you underneath the chassis. The wiring's alright, every other component's fine, just the paper wax capacitors have been nibbled at by mice. They must have tasted nice, I suppose. But yeah, wait till I show the paper wax capacitors in this thing. I'm surprised it still worked at all with the bloody nibbled up paper wax caps with all the metal film half chewed out of one of them. But anyway, that's what it's here for, good restoration. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.